Hey folks, Pixie here. I'm sure there are a bazillion of these already existing, but I'm going to do a little get started in CubeWorld guide. I've written one. Personally, I don't like watching YouTube videos for tutorials, so I've made a written guide that I link in the video description if you prefer all this in written format with lots of pretty pictures. But I'm just going to talk through what I've learned so far from playing. If I go to make a new character, there are two size characters. Use the left mouse button to zoom around there. Humans and elves and all the others of this size are sort of 2 blocks high. There are tiny little characters like the dwarves and the goblins. These are shorter physically in the game than the other characters, and they can access 1 block high heights. So if you really want to get intricate with your exploring, you need to make a short character. And I think it's only the dwarves and goblins that are that size. After creating a character, you'll need to create a world. You can name it anything you like and give it a seed. I'm going to pick a character I've already made. And let's seed 4506. Name video. So this is a pre-made character. She's a ranger. Create this world. When you join the world for the first time, you will be in the middle of nowhere. Yawn, yawn, yawn. Wait a little while. And there are 4 classes currently: warrior, ranger, mage and rogue. And they're explained on the wiki, so I won't go into that. I'll link the wiki in the video description. And there's my pet pig. Yay! So you'll come across things like this that have grey health bars, if you will. You attack these to get the drops. They drop wood, and you press E to pick up whatever it drops. So that's how you gather resources, you just attack them. Health bars are important. If I press V, it toggles the health bars on and off. Like that. I keep them on because it's really handy when you're out in the wild. If you run into a group of 4 wizards coming at you, you want to know whether they are friendly or hostile. If they blue, like my little piggy there, they are friendly and you can't attack them. If they are red, then they are hostile and they will attack you as soon as you get close enough, like these guys. These guys should be hostile. Yeah, they're red. And if they're green, they're neutral. You can attack them, but they won't attack you. Oops, I accidentally drank a thing there. If you press F1, you'll get the character map up. The keyboard map, rather. All your key bindings. You can't change them, I don't think. So that's everything on F1. And if you press escape, you'll get this menu across the bottom that shows you your different inventory options. X is your skills. C is your crafting menu, and note the tabs there for the different types of things you can craft. B is your inventory. Let me turn that off again. And again, you've got tabs here. You've got equipment, items, ingredients, and your pet tab. M is your world map, and O is your options. And your world map, this is one of the first things you'll want to do when you start the game, is look for this town over here. You'll be sort of near one. And the compass is very important, so we are going northeast. Hit M to turn the map off. Head over this way. When you're level 1, you'll start with some recipes for basic things like making cotton from fibre and making 1 set of armour. See, this guy has got a green bar, that means he's neutral. I can attack him, he won't attack me. Excuse me. And his name is in blue, that means he's roughly equivalent to my level, so I shouldn't have too tough a job fighting him. If you see their names in red, that means they're tougher than you, and grey means they're easier than you. Ooh, Skullbull. See, he's red, he will kick my little bottom. So I'll avoid him. If you press F, you'll bring up your lantern. You can fight as normal while carrying your lantern, it doesn't encumber you in any way. Hi, chickens. These guys, these little things are heart flowers, and you use them to make healing potions, so you'll want to pick up those. There's some more Skullbulls over there. Little owl. Go and fight the owl. And this is a cat, yep. You'll want to make note of where your nearest water supply is to the town, because you will need water. There's a friendly human over there. You can talk to these guys. They'll turn to you when you get near them, and you can hit R and they'll tell you things. Leftovers, I haven't found any yet, but the identifier is one of the kinds of merchants in the town. Pick that up. When you get a pet, you can hit enter to bring up the chat window down in the bottom here, and you can type /name, I think it's name pet Piggy. There you go, my pet's called Piggy now. Ooh, there's different types of architecture in the world. There's log buildings, there's American style architecture, there's medieval style architecture, and something else. I can't remember what the other one is. This is the medieval style, I believe. I haven't found this style yet. So, very pretty. Secor City. Okay, now that we're in the city, hit M, zoom in. I don't think I've discovered enough of it yet, but there's the Adventurer District. Each city is split up into districts. The Adventurer District, that we are just heading into now, is where you'll find your class trainers. Each character class has 2 specialties. Now I'm a ranger, so this is my guy right here. If I go close enough to him and hit X, these are your 2 specialities in your skill tree. Sniper and scout for a ranger. So when you're standing close enough to your class trainer, you can swap to the other one and hit learn, and it'll tell you the cost down there, and you can learn that speciality instead of whichever one you're in currently. So that's that. And also when you're zoomed in enough on this map to see the inn tags pop up, you'll also be able to see them on your mini map in the top right there. If you go into an inn and speak to the innkeeper, that'll reset the time to morning, so you can essentially spend the night at the inn. It's a nice way to advance time. This is the trade district. We found the trade district there. This is where all your shops are, and they should have signs. There you go. This is the weapons merchant. We need to find the general goods merchant. I don't know what the official name for it is. This is the identifier. Let's go in and Sheila identify stuff for you. Haven't found anything that needs to be identified yet, so I'm not sure where you get those things from. Aha, there's the general goods. The shops will always be surrounding this little marketplace. And the other one there's the armourer. So if we head into general goods merchant and talk to her. Every general goods merchant will sell you one kind of pet food. This one has a chocolate donut. That's good for moles, I believe. Every pet that you can tame needs a different kind of food to tame it. So this is for moles. You'll also want to pick up a bunch of glass flasks. Now right-clicking will buy stuff, and right-clicking from your side will sell stuff. So I picked up some glass flasks. The pet district is up there. I haven't found anything unique in the pet district yet, but let's go to the crafting district and I'll show you what's up there. Wander through. This is a nice town. This is the nicest of all the ones I found so far from my world. Aha, here we go. There are 3 crafting stations. There's the blacksmith, I guess, furnace for smelting ores, and there's a customization bench. I haven't got this working yet. I don't know if it's working in the game. Can't put my weapons in here, but you're supposed to be able to customize your weapons on a per voxel basis. So I've got some iron cubes. I think what I should be able to do is to put a weapon in there, and I can put an iron cube on it that'll enhance it, and it'll also change the appearance of the weapon. Where's the others? Is that the woodsmith up there? I think. Yep, I can use a saw to chop up wood blocks. There you go. And over here there's a workbench that I can use for various things. Your formulas will always tell you where you need to be standing to make things. If it doesn't say anything, then you're in the right place. So I can make a battered wood bow currently at this workplace. And the third one we're looking for is the tailors. And it should be another spacious building like that one. It should also be marked on the map, and I don't see it. Hang on. Oh, right up there. Okay. all the way away. It's going to make us run for it. There it is, I see the loom. Run, little human. Okay, so we've got the spinning wheel where I can make yarn. And over here there's the loom where I can make cloth armor. So that's how the crafting there works. On your, if I open my inventory, I brings it up as well, but B is for your inventory. And look at some of my equipment. You'll see it has, I don't know if you can see on there, but it says power, damage, HP, tempo and crit, and this one also has regen on it and resi. So power is, you start with power 0 and every time you level you get 5 power, and you can see mine on the left here in my little character window. You can only wear gear that's of your power or lower. Tempo I think is your rate of fire, crit is your crit chance, HP is it'll give you some hit points, armor and resistance, self-explanatory, and reg, I think REG is regeneration of your health maybe. So that's how gear works. Every class can only wear gear appropriate to that class and can only craft gear appropriate to that class. So I can't wear any mage gear and I can't craft any mage gear. All the towns have roads going to and from them to other places. I need to go find some water to show you how to make the healing potions. I think this water is closest, so let's head north. There is falling damage, but you can fall a little way without taking damage. Fall far enough and you'll die. Splat. Okay, so you can swim, you have skill points for swimming also, but you can swim. So let's bring up the crafting window. To make healing potions you need those glass bottles first, and if you look in formulas tab you got a water flask there, so you need to be standing in water with glass bottles and then you can make your flasks. Let's make 5 of those, and then you don't need any crafting station at all to make them. If I bring up crafting, click on alchemy, life potion, you need heart flowers and water flasks, and you can make those anywhere. And now they go into your quick bar, which is accessed via Q. So if I hit Q I will drink a healing potion currently. If you look down, I can't put the mouse there, but if you look down at the bottom of my screen on the right hand side there's a little red blob, that's my healing potion. You can change what's in there by hitting tab, press it once and it'll bring up this wheel thingy that you can use A and D to rotate through. And that'll change what's in your quick bar. So there's food, ginseng soup, pineapple slice, that's food, you'll sit down to eat those. The life potion you can drink while fighting, takes a little while but not as long as eating and drinking. You can eat as well during combat, but it sits you down so you can't fight back while you're doing it. So that's those. Let's see if I can find any caves around here. You can find ore from caves, and as with the little bushes I was attacking earlier, you just you fight them, you attack them and break them and they drop the ore. There are mushrooms, you can pick up the mushrooms with E. When you start you won't be able to make anything with them, but every time you level you learn different crafting recipes, formulas and stuff, and at level 3 you get one where you can make food from the mushrooms. So you may want to collect the mushrooms as you're travelling until you get high enough level to use them. Now for your pets, sheep needs cotton candy and I don't have any so I can't tame it. Let's see, I've got strawberry cocktail on me, that's for taming crabs. The wiki has a list of all the animals that you can tame and what food they require. And what you do is you get your pet food, which will always be in this pet tab, it won't go anywhere else. You put it in this pet slot down the bottom, and then you have it equipped in your hand and you approach the relevant animal. Ike. Let's fight a bit, shall we? And let's put my pet back in the pig's house. Go get him, pig. Ooh, I'm poisoned. That's not good. I also need to get my healing potion. And you can dodge with the middle mouse button. As you fight, your MP will fill up, and your special attack seems MP, I believe. So it's worth waiting until your MP bar is full before unleashing your special attack. Whew, there we go. And then they turn into little crumbly voxels and they drop stuff. So as I was saying, you put your pet food in the pet slot, and then this one is for a crab, so I would approach a crab with this strawberry cocktail for some reason, held out alluringly to the little crab that I want to tame. And the crab will approach you and make little hearts, and then he'll just start following you. And that's how you tame things. And when you tame something, it'll tame at whatever level you are currently at. Oops, didn't mean to do that, but never mind. Q is for your quick item and E is for picking stuff up. And I always get confused and use the wrong one, so I drink my potions when I should be picking things up. And these things are revival resurrection spots. If you see one near you and you die, you won't resurrect there. You'll die at one that's a bit further away from where you you resurrect at one that's a bit further away from where you died. And you do sometimes resurrect right next to a mob, so be careful. Every character has swimming, climbing and hand gliding as skills. Let's see, swimming, climbing, oh, not hand gliding, they just have swimming and climbing. And pet mastery. Your pet might be a mountable pet, but you need to put points into pet mastery to make your pet stronger before you can ride the pet as a mount. Anyway, climbing, you approach a flat surface and you press Control and W to move upwards and you will climb. And that opens your stamina bar that you can see down the bottom there. That's the same bar that appears when you dodge. So as a new character you can only climb a certain way before you lose stamina and fall. So be aware of that. Swimming also has a skill associated with it, but I haven't found any areas where I really need to swim yet. So they are the basics of CubeWorld, and that should see you started for getting adventuring. There's not much to do there yet, other than running around exploring, killing things and crafting. Ha! That is that's a kind of crazy road there. There are supposed to be missions in the towns, and if I can find one, I've seen like notice boards outside some of the houses that look like they are supposed to hold the missions. I read on the wiki that if you like an area, you can just stay in that area permanently, like, you know, make it your base and do all the missions there. But I haven't found any missions yet. Let me see if I can find one of those notice boards. And I think it said the missions change daily. You can also make houses. You can find blueprints out in the wild when you're killing things, the same way you find new recipes for crafting new armor and stuff. You'll find a blueprint for a wall, for example, a 10 by 10 wall. And after finding a bunch of them, you can assemble them all to make a house. Not seeing any of these notice boards. And the camera doesn't auto-focus on your character, so sometimes you will lose sight of your character, like in stores, and you need to zoom in with your mouse wheel to find your character. Aha, there's one. So these guys, I'm thinking maybe these may hold quests in future, missions, but right now there's nothing. There's also training dummies. And the pet will go attack. If you're attacking multiple targets, your pet will always attack the one that you've damaged the most. So it'll always go for the one that's had the most damage from you, which is handy. Saving money to buy a boat. The general goods merchant also sells hang gliders and boats. So yeah, I think that's it. There's a demo on the site, but I've been told it's not really a demo. It just loads a world for you to see whether it can play on your computer, whether it runs. Which is kind of crappy for a demo. It's not really a demo. And you can buy the game for $20, $20 American dollars, and that gives you instant alpha access. Not sure if he's going to put the price up later on, so it might be worth you picking it up early, just in case the price goes up. But even in this unfinished state, I really think it's worth $20. I've had so much fun playing it yesterday and today so far. So yeah, if you want to see me playing CubeWorld, just leave a note in the comments and I'll consider doing some here's me running around CubeWorld killing stuff videos. Hope you've enjoyed. Bye!